Hey, beautiful people. I just want to talk more about the benefits of moving to Africa, Nigeria specifically, from the United States. I had a video a couple days ago where I was talking about benefits, and I talked about health benefits and the food and things like that. Now I'm going to talk about like the cost of living. When I was in America, I was paying roughly $1,400 a month, and here
whatever they are using to shape Nigeria today, like electricity or insecurities, is not happening only in Nigeria. The only difference here is that Nigeria is the only country that has that freedom to say it out when all these things happen. It happens to almost all these African countries. Just that Nigeria has that freedom.
We purchased a house in Lagos, Nigeria, and so somebody asked me, how do mortgages work in Nigeria? Is it the same as the US? And I am just here to tell you guys that no, it is not. When you're buying a house in Nigeria, you need to come with all your money, cash up front. This is a cash society, so this house for...
How are you guys doing? So let's talk about Nigerian. I saw this American relocating to Nigeria and they were so excited about it. See, and I also love this Cameroonian guy. He was saying, oh, the things a lot of people use to shade Nigeria today, all African countries are going through the same thing. The thing is, one thing about Nigeria is that Nigeria have freedom of speech. The difference between Nigeria and other African countries is that Nigeria have freedom of speech. Why other African countries don't have freedom of speech? They cannot come out and say what is happening in their country because they know once they open their mouth to expose something, they will be arrested. So most of them don't want to go to prison. That's why when you see things happening in Nigeria, you will see a lot of Nigerians coming out to condemn it, You get, so people will be like, oh, Nigeria, like I see South Africans in my comment section, oh, can't you talk about Nigeria, what is happening, how Boko Haram are unaliving people. I asked them in the comment section, the Boko Haram with the black South Africa, is there any difference between them? I'm asking, is there any difference between Boko Haram and black South Africans? The same thing you guys are doing to your fellow Africans, is it not the same thing the Boko Haram are doing? There's nothing different between people. You people are also terrorists the same way with the Boko Haram. Anyway, guys, I love it when I see people appreciating Nigerians. You see black Americans when they're relocating to Nigeria because they love it. You see, some people see Nigerian as their heaven, same like other people see America as their heaven. Me, I see my own. You know my own heaven. You know my own heaven. Anyway, guys, if you're new to my channel, you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comment. Please take a look and watch this video.
To say it out how it happens, they allowed it for everybody to hear, and people be thinking the insecurities are only in Nigeria. Insecurities are not only in Nigeria. Nigeria has a lot of insecurities that we all know, and that's because Nigerians don't shut up. They speak out when these things happen. All these other countries, they lock up when these things happen. That's why people they'll use it to be shading Nigeria now, making it feel like Nigeria is the worst place. I'm just saying this because of the business opportunities I was trying to share online, and a lot of people are bringing insecurities. What about the insecurities in Nigeria? This and that. Yes, Nigeria has insecurities, but it's not only Nigeria. There are insecurities everywhere. And anywhere you are, there are insecurities there. Just that Nigeria is that country where when something happens in the north, everybody will lend their voice to make sure it goes as far as possible. Unlike in those other countries, when something happens in the south, the people in the north will never bother because it didn't happen in the north. When something happens in the east, the people in the south will not even bother because it didn't happen in the south. But Nigerians are not like that. When something happens anywhere in Nigeria, or the whole Nigeria lends their voice and put their mouth inside to make sure it goes as far as possible so solutions can come. That's the difference between Nigeria and other African countries. These things happens in all these countries. Just that Nigeria has the voice. Everybody puts in their voice and they try to make sure these things goes as fast as possible so help can come. Those other countries are dying in silence because they don't want to talk. They cannot speak up. Now make it look like Nigeria is the only one going through all these things, which is not true.
We purchased cash. This is my car. We purchased cash. If you followed me for any amount of time, you would know that I get major anxiety around anything that has to do with monthly bills, right? Because I don't like the feeling that somebody can take something away from me. So knowing that I paid cash for this and cash for this makes me feel very comfortable and very secure because nobody can take it away. It's all mine. When purchasing this house, there were like a bunch of other people who had all their money ready and were ready to make the payment. So if you're not ready to make the payment, you don't have all your cash up front, somebody else will pay for it and they will buy it. Like I mentioned, I have a lot of anxiety around monthly bills. So we don't have any monthly bills. I don't have a car note. I don't have a house payment. I think the only monthly bill I have is my cell phone, life insurance. What else do I pay for? I got to think about it. That allows us to be able to travel. So we actually have a house also in Texas that we purchased. It's being used as a rental property. We are in Lagos, Nigeria now, and we have this house that we're going to stay in as well. So when it comes to real estate, I'm all about like trying to figure out what's going to make sense for a family. And I'm glad that we have a house like in the US and a house here in Nigeria. So anyway, if you have any questions for me, ask. I am happy to answer. Peace out, y'all.
In Nigeria, you don't pay monthly, you pay per year. So we paid less than that for the entire year for our home here in Nigeria. And also there's no such thing as credit here. In America, everything's on credit. Credit this, credit that. And here in Nigeria, there is no such thing as credit. If you got money talks. So if you have the money, they don't care if you make 3 times the amount of the rent. They don't care what your credit is. They just want to know that you're going to pay that rent when it's due at the end of the year, or when you've had your 12 months of where you're living. Also, the water bill, I was paying for water in America, which was like $56 a month. Here, it's like 15,000 naira, and it's like every 6 months, and that's less than $10 every 6 months. So we're saving a significant amount of money living here in Nigeria, so you can live a way better life here. But also, I just want to emphasize that that's, if you're making US dollars, but also if you're, if you have a good job, like my husband is a businessman, he's a business owner, and he makes pretty good money, so we're good. But also just, and lights. So Napa, you don't pay for lights. In America, I was paying like $200 a month for electricity. Here you don't pay for it, but you also don't have the same stability in the lights. So the majority of people have generators, which we do, and the cost of gas can get a little bit spendy, but it's still a lot less than what I was paying per month in electricity in America. So those are just some more benefits financial wise. Not only that, like there's markets everywhere. You could just walk outside and get anything and everything that you need. I like that there's a holistic remedy for any type of ailment. So if you have a headache, if you have a stomach ache, if you're suffering from this or suffering from that, you can go into the market or some of these other places and get an all-natural remedy or medicine to heal whatever it is that's going on with you. I appreciate that because I would much rather have holistic versions of medication instead of what the federal government pushes on Americans and causes more ailments and sicknesses than what it's, you start out with a stomach ache, you go in and take a medication, all of a sudden you got cancer, something like that. It's not funny, but it's true. So those are just some more benefits that I wanted to talk about. There's a lot more, and I might have more that I think about. Like last night I was just like, oh, I should have said this, so I'm saying it. So let me know in the comments what you think, if there's more benefits that you know of or that you can think of if you visited or if you live in Nigeria. Africa is a beautiful place, and I just love it, and this is the best decision that I could have ever made, to move to Nigeria to be with my favorite person, my husband. So God bless you all, and have a blessed Monday. Bye.
So you've listened to everything. She gave her reason why she was relocating to Nigeria, and we're buying a house. Like, guys, I really like to own a house in Nigeria. I like to own a house, but I don't want to really own a house. I want to be in my husband's house. Like, you guys are just looking at me. Very soon someone else will get married to me. Nigerians, you guys are just looking at me like this. Very soon I'll say, oh, my husband is from this country, oh, my husband is from Cameroon, and it will pain me so much if I don't get married to a Nigerian man, because I don't know guys, I don't know. Nigerians are just looking at me like this. Oh, sister, we wish you well. What do you mean by wish me well? Look for your brother. Tell your brother that there is a YouTuber that wants to get married to a Nigerian man. That's the best way. Don't tell me wish me well. How is it gonna help me? I said I want to get married to a Nigerian man. You see me? I'm gonna get married to an Igbo man. Igbo man precisely. I know what I want. I'm not saying Nigeria. I'm saying yes, Nigeria, but the tribe Igbo. I just love Igbo. I love how Igbo people take care of their women. I just love it. You see why I love Igbo? Because I see the beautiful things they keep posting. If you keep posting beautiful things about your country, people will have a positive thought about Nigeria. But if every time we keep seeing negative things, it makes people to be scared. It makes people to be scared to even travel to Nigeria. Guys, what do you think? Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe on my channel, like and drop your comments. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And please don't forget to follow my Facebook. My Facebook is Beltine Show. BELTINE show. You know show now, right? Just go there, click me, you see my face there. Thank you guys, and see you. Bye.